Anticipation for Jump Force Season 2 DLC has been mounting. We just had the release of Orihime in Jump Force Season 2 DLC with Giorno on the way. But that leaves the question, who are the remaining characters for Jump Force Season 2 and Jump Force Season 3 DLC? Well, I aim to answer that in today's video. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell for the #1 hub of anime and anime gaming content for Jump Force, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Fighters, and Naurto Shinobi Striker is perfection, the natural selection of anime and anime games. Now, the next character coming into Jump Force Season 2 DLC is none other than the god of Shinobi himself, Hashirama Senju. Of course, Hashirama would be representing the Naruto franchise, and there's a lot of reasons as to why he's been chosen. Now, of course, Madara is already in the game. You already know if you get Madara, you gotta get Hashirama. And of course, Hashirama being the first Hokage, that's another added reason as to why he's coming into Jump Force DLC. Now, let's look at his amazing moveset, because ever since this character debuted in any Naruto game, he's had an over-the-top moveset. Now, translating that into Jump Force, Ability 1, Projectile, Wood Dragon Jutsu. Ability 2, which would be a restraint or a holding in place jutsu a la Gaara and his little sand coffin ability. He would have his laughing monk jutsu that would grab someone regardless if they're in the sky or on the ground. The laughing monk hands come in, clamp him down, and hold him in place for, you know, an ultimate or a wood dragon jutsu, what have you. Now, speaking of the wood dragon jutsu, I've been thinking of how to make it unique, because again, it's gonna be a generic projectile. Maybe you could, you know, tweak the speed of the move, something like that to make it different from your, you know, casual fireball or Rasen shuriken. But I wanted to give it like a ability to do stat downs to the opponent, because that's pretty much how it works in Naruto Shinobi Strikers. Maybe you could make it a semi-cinematic to where when it closes in on its opponent, it locks them in a cinematic. They kind of make it unique and make it different from the other projectiles in the game. And you know my aim with these different moveset videos, DLC videos, is to make the character unique and stand out from what's already available in the game. Now, those are two abilities down. Laughing Monk, which is the restrictive jutsu or ability, and Wood Dragon Jutsu. Now, the third ability, it comes down to an either or, because we're going to be talking about his ultimate in a little bit here. But third ability, I'm thinking is going to be a Wood Golem Jutsu or a Laughing Buddha Jutsu. Now, this ability, you know, the Wood Golem, I'm thinking of making it super unique in the fact that it's a AI controlled character that Hashirama can summon that locks in on the opponent. So it's not like it's something that you actually have to control, but it goes out, it seeks the opponent, it does an attack, and I mean, it's set out on the field for a certain amount of time, does good damage if it gets in on the opponent and they can't use their movement or stamina gauge to get out of the combo. So basically you'll have two characters on the screen at once if Wood Golem Jutsu will be selected. I mean, that's just what I have in mind right now. Again, it's appeared at different sizes throughout the anime, so you don't necessarily have to have a super giant size Wood Golem. I'm talking about something that would be around the size of Blackbeard that's already in the game, but that's just me. Now, the second either or, because again, it's an either or depending upon the ultimate, would be the Laughing Buddha or Buddha statue that you see him using in his ultimates that you've seen through the past Naruto games. Now, one variant that I was thinking about was the team ultimate, the ones that the Kage do in Naruto Storm 4, or was it Storm 3? It's either or. Anyway, the Laughing Buddha would be loose from the 1,000 hands that's like glued to its back or whatever, and it closes in and it does a short combo. So the Laughing Buddha wouldn't be a AI controlled ability or jutsu, it would be like a regular ability, a regular physical attack where you close in. It would be something like Jotaro's move where he closes in with Star Platinum and he does his little barrage and he tosses you up into the air. That's what I kind of envision with the Laughing Buddha Jutsu, where it just closes in and it does the same punching sequence. Because if you've seen that team ultimate, from the Naruto series where all the Kage come together to try to control the Laughing Buddha statue, and it comes loose from its 1,000 hands, and it just does like a complete boxing teleporting combo sequence. That's something that I would love to see in Jump Force. Now it would be giant, so it would have to be completely cinematic, and then you end the move and then the opponent is knocked out from the jutsu, knocked out from the cinematic. I think that would be something wild to see in Jump Force. Now the ultimate, the big move that we all come to see with our characters. I've been thinking about wood style jutsu Deep Force Emergence. Now with that ability, I'm going way back to the PS2 days, because I feel like that was the best incarnation of Deep Force Emergence, where Hashirama starts out with like summoning an infinite darkness around the opponent, and he's just punching and kicking them all around. The opponent can't see them, and then all of a sudden he summons a giant tree. The opponent is locked in the tree, and he blows up the tree, leaving a huge, beautiful explosion in the background. Now that just screams Jump Force to me. I think that was Naruto Storm, Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Oh God, I forget what those particular series of games were named. I don't think they were Ultimate Ninja Storm. Yeah, Ultimate Ninja. I think it was Ultimate Ninja 2, where Hashirama and the second Hokage were made playable, and I love the Deep Force Emergence jutsu, and I think having that particular variant in the game would be great. Now, when I said either or, Laughing Buddha jutsu. Now, we could just make this an ultimate, and you can get the same exact quality, the exact same scene quality, but a little bit lengthier if we were making it a ultimate. Now again, it does something else in addition to the punching and kicking sequence. There's one where he just sets off a whole chain of explosions in the background, where he's hit his opponent and they land on the floor, and then like the Buddha sends down meteors down from the sky, and it just ends with like a cataclysm of explosions around the opponent. I think that would be a great variant to have as an ultimate too, because it has a great cinematic quality. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Now, I would believe that this would cause him to awaken into his Sage mode, because now we're talking about awakenings. Awakening Sage mode Hashirama. I believe what this would do would just cause all of his different jutsu, like maybe the Wood Dragon would become a Sage Wood Dragon and have a greater effect. Like instead of just causing a stat down, it would actually do a stat increase on Hashirama himself. Maybe the Wood Golem jutsu becomes slightly a bit bigger, does more damage, stays on the screen a little bit longer, and the Laughing Buddha hand jutsu that restricts the opponent would maybe change into that Laughing Buddha monk jutsu that punches the opponent rapidly and knocks them into another area of the map. I'm thinking that would be great. Maybe his jutsu in Sage mode would do stage transitions without having to be awakened. Like maybe that Laughing Buddha jutsu would be capable of doing that without having to meet the awakening requirements. That's just one thing, that's one idea that I was kicking around in my head. Also, the ultimate would stay exactly the same, obviously, but that's Hashirama coming into Jump Force Season 2, Season 3 DLC.